A few days ago, I was reorganizing my perfume collection and I saw so many perfumes of the same perfume brand, but from different collections. So I thought today I would share with you the best fragrances from each fragrance house or designer house, because it's mostly designer or designer-ish houses. And of course, I cannot show you everything, so let me know if you want a part 2 and 3 and which brands you are interested in. And let's start. First up, we have Dior, and I'm going to share with you one from the main collection, let's say, and one from the Privé collection. So for me, Dior is basically a classic good perfume house. They have a lot of very nice perfumes that are more so leaning towards the classic feminine floral direction. They have some more seductive ones, but they're not really my thing. Poison, Addict, I can appreciate them, but this is what I'm wearing the most. So this is the J'adore flanker called Parfum d'Eau. And this is, how much did I use of this? This is a perfume without alcohol. So it looks a little bit like a body milk and it's extremely lovely. The main accords are white floral, floral and green. And it has notes of jasmine, magnolia, honeysuckle, neroli and rose. This is a very creamy, clean, white floral scent. It smells like you are fresh out of the shower, you have a beautiful creamy body lotion on, you're chic, you're elegant, but it's not too much. There's no sharpness in here. It's not a mature scent whatsoever. It's very timeless. And to me, because it is a little bit more light, I like it more than the original and its flankers. They're a little bit too much for me, but this is extremely lovely. You have seen this perfume in a lot of my videos. It's one of my go-to perfumes in my collection in general. But the Privé collection is crazy good and they have so many perfumes I like a lot. But this one is to me the most special and the one I wear the most. This is Ambre Nuit. And this has the main accords of amber, rose and floral. And it says that it just has the notes of amber and Turkish rose. I don't know about that, because to me, it smells like a lot of things. This to me is one of the most creamy light amber perfumes I've ever smelled. Amber, if you think of Grand Soir by MFK, is a very thick, resinous, warm smell. And this one does smell warm and resinous, but it's not dense. It's very light. It has something creamy and fresh to it, but something spicy at the same time. And the rose in here, to me, is more like a floral note, like a classic floral note. It's not a really loud rose scent. If you don't like rose perfumes, you could still love this one. I don't know, it's just something so special to me. And this one is great for fall because it is warm and comforting, but it's not too much. It's not too dense, as I said. And I think it's quite underrated. It is popular, but not as popular as I would like it to be. Then I think if I'm doing like a part 1, I have to talk about Chanel, just because it is a classic brand. It is a fashion house, but the perfumes have been around for such a long time. The 2 perfumes I'm going to share with you, I like a lot, but I don't love them to the extent that I have to have them in my collection. So I don't have them with me. But the first one is Chance, specifically Chance au Fraiche, the Eau de Parfum, which was released in 2023. And the Chance line for me is the most timeless / modern. All of the other perfumes to me are just too much. I did wear Coco Mademoiselle back in 2006 or 7, which is crazy because I was so young. And nowadays it smells so mature to me, but I loved it back then. Now, not that much anymore. And the Chance au Fraiche is a little bit like J'adore from Dior. So the main accords are citrus, aldehydic, and fresh. And the notes are citron and aldehydes in the top, jasmine in the middle, and teakwood and amber in the base. They don't share the same notes, but they both have this freshness to them. They smell clean, but they have a character to them that makes them smell like French chic. It's classy, it's sophisticated, but it's not too much, not too overdone. There's nothing too much. They're both perfect office scents. This one to me is a lot more creamy and round, which is why I have it in my collection. And all of the Chance perfumes on my skin tend to lean a little bit sharp. I think it's the aldehydes with the citron, maybe even the jasmine, I'm not too sure. The combination I like because it is sparkling, it's fresh, it's a little bit green and floral. But as I said, there is something sharp in there, which I don't adore, which is why I don't have it with me. But the new version is to me a little bit more round, has a lot better performance, and is my favorite for sure. So with that one, I was hesitating on getting a bottle, but I'm not too sure at the moment. But it is definitely my kind of perfume, those fresh, clean perfumes that still have something special to them. And I think Chance Fraiche is a lot different than other Chanel perfumes, but the aldehydes in there make it more Chanel-like. So it's still fitting within the collection of perfumes. Then we have like a in-between collection. It's like the Paris 2 something collection in my mind, and I love all of their perfumes, but those are, I think, colognes. They're extremely thin when it comes to how they smell, how they perform, and everything. And they don't have them in normal perfumeries, so they're a little bit more expensive, more rare to get. And as I said, I love the perfumes. They're one of my favorite perfumes inside Chanel. All of them pretty much smell fresh and quite clean and floral with slight twists to them. But as I said, the performance, not my favorite. Then we have the Privé collection. And this, I think I have to discover more. It is quite hard to get here. And also, I think those sale associates are, I don't know, they are not really what I want to meet when I smell perfume. I don't know. They always give me the vibe of, I don't want to do this here, I don't want to work here, or I don't want to talk to you, or what do you want from me? And I just want something more calm. I want to be let alone, or I want the experience of, oh my God, I'm going to share with you all of these beautiful perfumes, but I don't really get this experience. But anyway, I did smell quite a lot of them, and I love Sycomore. This one is such a beautiful scent that still smells Chanel-like, but it's so incredible. So the main accords are woody, aromatic, and fresh spicy. We have a lot of quite spicy notes: vetiver, cypress, juniper, spices, pepper, tobacco. But then we also have sandalwood, aldehydes, and violet. So this one to me is one of the creamiest vetiver scents I've ever smelled. If you like La Ligue, Encre Noire, and all of the flankers, you will love this one. This one is just a more elegant, creamy, round version of Encre Noire. My husband wears Encre Noire Sport at the moment, but we love all of the perfumes from that collection. But this one smells so interesting. It's such a deep, seductive perfume. It's so unisex. I'm not the biggest vetiver fan on myself, but this one I would wear for fall or winter time. It smells like a forest, but also winter-like. You have those spicy, it's comforting, it's warm, it's alluring, but it's creamy and it's a little bit powdery from the violet, and the sandalwood is so nice in there. So it's not as thick and as dense as it could be, it's still wearable. I think you only need one spray with this one. I know a lot of my friends have Sycomore in their collection and it's always quite full because you need so little of this perfume. I love this one. Le Lion is also really nice. They have a lot of really nice perfumes. As I said, I really have to get to know more of the collection, but this collection is what I want Chanel to be. They're French chic, still elegant and a statement, but without being too mature and too, I don't know, overdone, or I don't know. At this point, to me, Chanel perfumes are a little bit boring and I want something more. And they have it in their collections. They just have to bring it out to more people, in my opinion. Then we have Giorgio Armani, which is one of my favorite designer brands. Yeah, that's what I think. They have a line called C. And I like most of these perfumes, but this one is my favorite. You can see I clearly use it a lot. This is Passione Èclat. I think not a lot of people like this one. I don't know why. It's my favorite. Every time I smell it, I'm like, wow, this is so good. This has the main accords of fruity, rose, and musky. It has notes of blackcurrant, bergamot, rose, musk, and vanilla. And this is such a creamy, musky vanilla with this beautiful fruity, tart blackcurrant in there, and this fresh bergamot. It's not a super complicated perfume, but it's just so well made. It's really round and creamy. It's fluffy, it's light, it's not too much. And because it's not really sour or really vanilla sweet, this is a perfume you can wear throughout the year, like a signature scent to me at this point. But I really love it for spring. I love the bottle. Love this perfume. But speaking of the bottle, they look a little bit similar, don't you think? This one I love even more, and this is one of my favorite perfumes of all time. And this one is Yulong by Armani Privé. And this one it's just such a masterpiece to me. I love tea. I love tea perfumes. I love to smell all of the different teas. And this is just such a good interpretation of that. So the main accords are citrus, green, and white floral. And we have a lot of notes, but we have green tea, black tea, petit grain, cardamom, orange, orange blossom, vetiver, and red iris, and a little bit of jasmine. This to me is just such a comforting, watery tea scent. It's relaxing, it's refreshing, it's green. It's just giving me all of the good feels. It just makes me feel so, so good. For some reason, it reminds me of rain, but summer rain. It's not a fall scent whatsoever. It's a very watery, thin, clean perfume. And if you like the smell of tea, this is a proper tea scent. I know a lot of tea scents where I'm like, where is the tea in here? But the tea is definitely in here. The only thing is that the performance is not the best, which is why I have used up this bottle. But I love it so, so much that I did get a really big bottle already. The last brand for today is Prada. And this is a brand that, in my opinion, is really under the radar, and they don't often launch perfumes, especially in this core collection, but they did launch Paradoxe a few years ago, and then they launched Prada Paradoxe Intense, which is this perfume. And the first one was nice to me, but then when I heard that this one was launched, I was a little bit annoyed because I was like, okay, it's fruity floral, wow. What is this intense version going to be? But this is just incredible. This is so addictive. In a beast mode, let me tell you. First of all, I love the bottle. This is so innovative. I love it a lot. The main accords are white floral, vanilla, and mossy. And we have quite a few notes. We have pear, neroli, jasmine, moss, vanilla, amber, and quite some molecules like the Ambre fix. And this one has this molecule thing going on where it's like a little bit synthetic and really, really strong. But then you have this a little bit more synthetic pear thing going on with those plush florals. But these florals are really creamy and well made. They're not indolic, they're not too much, not sharp or anything at all. And this freshness from the bergamot is so good in here. This is, I don't know, it's hard to explain. To me, this is sexy. This is spring, summer, daytime, nighttime, and I would say even fall appropriate if you wear it for date nights or anything like that, because it's so strong and you have quite a deep base going on with the moss and the vanilla and the amber. It reminds me a little bit of the Chloé Lumineuse, which I adore, but that one is really hippie and light and airy, and this one is so dense in comparison, but this one has a monster performance. And the last one is by Prada, and this is also from their more Privé line, I would say, but they have another line. But this one is Infusion de Vanille. They have Infusion d'Iris, and that perfume was one of my first perfumes I bought with my own money back in the day. And that one is also so funny to me because it is quite a mature, elegant, classic iris perfume, but I loved it so much. But that one is still a masterpiece to me. But I have this one in my collection at the moment, and this one is vanilla, bergamot, neroli, and angelica. The main accords are vanilla, citrus, and powdery. And this one, I feel like, is such a good interpretation of this Infusion d'Iris, because all of these perfumes are quite fresh and airy, but they have like a powdery thing going on with vanilla, rhubarb, ylang ylang, and so on. But this one has this almost vanilla extract kind of vanilla in there, but they strip down the sweetness. And so you are just left with the aroma of the vanilla extract, but it's not specifically sweet. It's more elegant, airy, powdery. So this is one of the most mature, but still easy to wear vanilla perfumes in my collection. It's not a sticky, sweet perfume whatsoever. I adore the packaging and everything. The cap, it looks so chic, and it has looked like that for a long time. So timeless. I love the plaque here. It's just very underrated in my opinion, but this is just really, really good. Very chic. So these were my picks. Let me know which ones you would have picked from these brands, and also of course let me know for part 2, if you want one, which perfume brands or brands in general you want me to review and tell you my favorites about. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!